Hey guys, we're Sal and Al.
The Woolslayers.
Welcome to episode 15.
Yay. How's it going?
What's up?
I know. I feel like I haven't seen Sallie in forever.
And it's only been 2 weeks, but yeah, this was one that, I don't know, a lot's happened.
Yeah, and we literally have not talked.
Yeah.
I haven't been to knitting, and I think we've both just been
We
so
haven't
busy.
even texted
Yeah,
much.
yeah, hardly at all. So you're going to get lots of giggling and lots of like, oh my God. So,
We're huge dorks. It's cool.
so first, what are you wearing?
We're actually getting to wear knitwear. It's not that cold.
It's not, because look, I got a tank top
Yeah.
on.
This is how we do it in Texas.
Because otherwise it'd be too
Yeah,
hot.
when you go to most fiber festivals, you'll see people wearing shawls with short sleeves.
Right.
It's just what you do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would totally wear a tank top under that.
Yeah.
That's cute. What is it?
So it is, I made notes this time. Because I made it a while ago. It's a good 3 or 4 years old. So it's the Easy Folded Poncho by Church Mouse Yarns and Tees. And I knitted
gosh.
I know, right? I knitted in Debbie Bliss Luxury Silk DK.
It is so
Oh my God.
drapey.
It's so drapey. It's
And
so...
it shines.
Yes. And it feels so good. So it's
Yeah.
100% silk. And I got it at Knitting in the Loop in Houston.
Oh.
One year they had a bag sale, or at the end of every year they would have like a huge bag sale where
Like fill the bag.
no, it was where like they would have yarn in bags and you had to buy the whole bag.
Oh.
So
that sounds fun.
Right? Sure.
I'm like,
forced
I
me to
had
buy
to.
forced me to buy a sweater's quantity.
They made me.
Yeah. But it was like 60% off. And so I bought a bag of this.
Was it
and
all just the
was
gray yarn?
All just this.
It wasn't like a mix and
It was
Ooh,
10
fun.
and it came, I think there were 50 gram balls. So it was 10 of them.
Wow.
10 or 12. And because it'll say on my project page. Sallie will link the project page. And I have notes in there about what I did because so it's the Easy Folded Poncho because here, I'll try standing up. It's a rectangle. Like you would knit a rectangle and I guess over here. And you would seam it right here. Well, I used somebody else's instructions
And
then pick up the neck and do a cowl. Like you would go.
so you didn't seam yours?
So I did not seam mine.
Oh, cool.
Actually, I guess you would seam it down here.
But that's so unnecessary.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
So I read through the project pages on Ravelry. Yay, Ravelry. And somebody had done one without the seam. And they had done stripes. And I liked their stripes, but I didn't want to use a different yarn.
Oh, right.
And I wanted some interest because the poncho pattern is just plain stockinette.
Gotcha.
Which is fine.
Yeah, I like the garter bump.
So what I did was I did a stripe sequence. Oh,
Look,
there. Now
you
can
were
see.
fading before fading was cool. You faded garter
I
ridges.
did. It is
Patent that.
Fibonacci.
Yeah.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 8. And what I did was I did the opposite for the stockinette part. So I did 8 stockinette in here, 5, and so on. And I do have the sequence, the number of rows in my pattern page.
It's very cute.
So I love how it has that little textural difference, but I didn't have to change the color to make it interesting.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Thank you. And what I did also, because you do knit flat, because you essentially start here. No, you start here, and you knit flat for a little bit till here, and then you join. And normally you would knit flat the whole way and then seam right here. But then you join right here and then start knitting a bigger section flat.
Right.
So once I got to here, because I knew I wanted to use up all the yarn, and I didn't want to have to try to estimate how much I needed for the cowl, for the neck, I got to here, finished out the ball, and then did the neck.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Finished that, and then I could just keep going until I ran out of yarn.
I think the cowl neck is my favorite part.
I love it.
It just makes it look so like dressy
and but like kind of casual too.
Yeah, but like this makes it so it's not like, you know, those that are just
like ribbing.
A hole. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't love those as much.
Yeah.
Like that just
nice.
finishes it.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's
and
really pretty.
It's warm, but not too warm.
Because silk is great because it doesn't.
Now, I will say, I can see, now that I know more about knitting from when I did it, there is a purpose
of
to
the
seams.
Yeah, it's true.
And so I can see how it might
give
sit,
structure.
Yeah, so it would sit a little better on my shoulders. I wouldn't adjust it so much, but who knows? So, but I'm still.
But to knit it on the ground instead sounds great.
Right.
Like, yeah, I've done a sweater and there was a way to make it from, instead of seamed, people had hacked it and made it in the round, seamless. But I did it with seams because I didn't like the ones without seemed so just.
Oh, they didn't sit
I'm
well.
like, you need those seams.
Yeah.
But that.
Right. It's a poncho.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing for that one.
Right.
Everything has its purpose.
Right. Right.
Well, I'm just wearing my upwards. I wanted to call it man bow, which you've all seen if you've watched all of our.
By Jana Huck.
I think Jana Huck. I finished this over the summer, I think. So it's all stunning string. Love it.
Yeah.
I took it down. It's been like draped over my stash, and I kept forgetting to wear it. So this is the first time it's being worn. I'll have to wear it in public later just so it's really been worn out.
It gets debuted.
Yeah. It needs its maiden voyage.
Right.
I'll have to go to Target or something.
Oh, Starbucks.
I don't drink a lot of Starbucks anymore. It's also high calorie.
Okay.
Anyway, by the time you're watching this, registration for Camp Woolslayers will have happened.
I'm so excited. I can't believe it.
I know. It's happening. So
how do they register? We don't know.
Well, we don't know yet. They're gonna send us like
the
a
link.
Preview of the link, and then it'll go live on Wednesday.
Right.
Yeah. I haven't seen the preview come through yet.
I haven't either.
But I'm sure it will. We'll hassle them if not.
Right.
But they've been pretty good. BT Dubs. I'm Sallie.
Oh, yeah. I'm Allyn.
You can find me as Sallie Wren on Ravelry and Instagram.
And I'm Allyn Loves Yarn on Ravelry and
Woolslayers Podcast on Instagram. We both post to that. And we have a Facebook page, Sal and Al the Woolslayers.
Yeah. And that's where I post freebies that are time sensitive.
I actually posted a couple. I was like, I bet Allyn already posted this, but you hadn't.
I hadn't, because when I went through to look for new patterns in the hot right now, I saw that it was there, but I'd already favorited it. So I was like, oh, well.
This is old news.
Right.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be on sale now. I already have
But it was just for one day. Sorry if you missed it.
Oh, it was, and it is one that I've had there
that
all the
Lisa
time.
Much one. I don't remember what it's called. It was
Continuum, I think.
Her shawls are so pretty.
Yeah.
So when I saw one for free, I was like, what?
I'll take it.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a Ravelry group. Follow us in all the places because we're doing fun stuff. We have a giveaway we're going to announce at the end of this episode. So you're going to want to see how to enter that.
We're excited.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Do you have any fails? I don't.
I do not.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe it. Wow.
It's been a while since neither of us had a fail.
Right? I know. And we had some big fails last time. Did you remake the Superman cozy?
No, I haven't remade it yet.
Okay.
I've had some thank you for anyone who gave me suggestions. A couple of people have suggested duplicate stitch, which I've done before. Well, I attempted it on a golf club cover. So I was trying to duplicate stitch in such a tight area, and it was not good. Plus, that was like 2 years ago.
I was going to say, try it, because I just did duplicate stitch on that stocking. And try it again, because you understand where the stitches go better, because you don't have to go
and the
in
koozie
and
is
out.
tight.
You can go around.
The koozie is a small area, but it's not. The golf club cover had like a tight ribbing, so I really couldn't even like get my hand in it to. I don't know. So this might be better because it has a bigger, it has the big opening in the top. So it, and I'm 2 years later, like I haven't attempted it in 2 years because I was like, that sucked. Like I just ended up ripping it out and he got a plain golf club cover. So I probably will try duplicate stitch because I've kind of got my heart set on the decal. Never found out what the real word for that is called. Logo doesn't sound right.
No,
He's not
doesn't.
Walmart. He's Superman. He's not Chick-fil-A. He's a person.
Tell that to Marvel.
True. True story.
Yeah.
So anyway, I really have my heart set on the decal or whatever.
Do the duplicate. And then that way the blue, when it'll be so easy.
I'll do that in 5
around.
seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I feel like it's going to take me hours though to do the.
No.
Okay.
No.
At least it's big
It goes
yarn.
fast. Right.
But I needed a break from the junky yarn because I do have a sleigh.
Yay.
And it's in the same yarn.
God, it's so cute.
And my hands needed a break from this.
Oh, right.
But they're done.
Oh my God, they're so cute. And they're so little.
I know.
don't have any. Okay, so here's an iPhone.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they're in your hand too for perspective,
Yeah.
but look, they're as big as the iPhone.
I know.
They're
And
so cute.
they are cute. And Nolan's hands, he's little, he's 5.
Right.
And so I made this 6 to 9.
Oh.
It goes from pretty small to adult. And one of the sizes is like 6 to 9 years old. So I made that. Size.
Oh my gosh.
My hand doesn't even fit in it.
Cute.
But yeah, they're pretty cute.
They are awesome.
And it's blowing out, but it's just a.
And when does he get them?
I'm gonna stick them in his stocking. Like he'll know they're not from Santa. He'll know they're from me. I would never say they're from Santa, but
Right.
Santa doesn't get credit for knitwear.
No.
So I'll probably just. He hasn't seen them, but I did have my Ravelry page up, and he was like, "Is that a Lego hand?" And I was like, "Yeah, someone made those. Weird. That's not my page." Click. He can't read yet, so.
Right.
But yeah, I think I call him Lego Man Nolan or something like that, and I was like, oh gosh. But so he knows that they exist in the world, but he does not know he's getting some.
They are just beyond cute.
They're cute.
I can't wait to see his hand in them.
I know. And Carissa, they're by Carissa Browning, who's the designer of the infamous Wonder Woman wrap. And this is a few years old.
Mm-hmm.
And
she is so clever.
She is very clever with her shaping. Even that Wonder Woman,
right.
The way she just like gets it. Like she just understands yarn in a way that I don't. Mm-hmm. Like, so those are done.
Yeah.
Lego Man Nolan. And I don't think I'm gonna block them.
No, I don't think they need it.
Oh, so I did have an almost fail that I redeemed and felt like a superstar. Okay, so on one of them, I don't know which one. We'll just say it's this one. Okay, so on the wrist, to make it like a square, to make it kind of squared out.
Oh,
See that? How it has like edges? Which I love. I think it's so genius. See that? There's these ridges where you slip stitch. Like that.
Yeah.
There we go. And I don't know what I did, but on the second one, I was doodling along, and I had the hand all done, and then you come over here and you go down a little ways and then do your cuff. And so
that's right, because you start here.
You do the hook first, or whatever you call it. And at one point, I was almost done with this wrist part, and I looked down, and I've got like 2 columns. So it was like I was slipping at the beginning and the end of my round. I don't know. I just was messing up, but I didn't notice it until I was all the way. It was like the last one, and I went, son of a biscuit. And of course, my first thought is like, I'm not fixing it.
Right.
I'm not. Nobody cares. I'm not fixing it. He can have a double ridge. Who cares? Well, of course, that lasted about 5 stitches, and I was like, no. And I was like, but I'm not ripping it out because I was over it. I hate this yarn. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna redo it because it's a beating. You have to like pick up stitches, and I was like, I'm not ripping it out. So I was like, duh, you know how to ladder down and pick up a dropped stitch. This is just the opposite. I'm just
creating a stitch.
So I laddered down, dropping all of those, because it was like a slip stitch, and then the next row, you knit it.
Right.
So every other row, you know, it was a slip. So I just laddered down and picked it back up.
Knitting it.
Can't even tell. I was like, yes. Which was like, what'd you do? I said,
I'm a ninja.
Sitting over here being a rock star. You wouldn't understand. Yeah. But like, why, you know, I literally had to think of that though. Like that seems so obvious.
Instead of it being the first thing that came to mind.
I mean, in my defense, it was like 10 o'clock at night, but still like, duh.
Right.
If you just think about it, you know how to fix stuff for the most part. Like if you can fix a drop stitch, it's literally the same thing.
Right.
Who's buzzing? We are super popular.
It's not me. Oh, it is me. Oh, it's Phyllis. Phyllis is
Hi,
calling.
Phyllis. We're busy.
We are. I just muted you.
I hope it's not an emergency. I'll feel really bad.
Maybe I should check because there have been some texts coming in. No, not an emergency.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was almost a fail, but I redeemed it. So they're done. Yes, I felt very special.
Good job. Very nice.
And it's actually a very simple fix, but just just thinking about it was like apparently really hard for me.
Well, and I've done that too.
It's been a rough few days.
Late at night, if I come in, then I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Put it aside till
It's
the morning
amazing what your brain doesn't think of.
Right.
Like
when you're tired.
It's like you don't even know what you don't know. It's like,
shocking.
And then you're like, duh.
I know. Okay.
Anyway.
I have 2 pretty big FOs.
Awesome. All of mine are tiny. Again. I'm queen of the tiny things. Oh my god.
I made Daisy a dog sweater.
Shut up.
I know.
That's adorable.
So this is the back, and I'll insert pictures of her wearing
she's
it.
gonna look amazing in
she
that
looks
color.
She looks
That's
so
such
cute.
a good color for her.
Oh, that's awesome, because this was stash yarn that I was willing to sell or trade, and because it is scratchy wool. And
she's not gonna care.
She doesn't care.
She's like, I can't feel it.
I tried. I must have tried it on her 100 times.
Is she one of those that likes wearing clothes? Because
according to Mark, no.
Okay.
Because
Builder does not.
Well, no, she's fine. Like once I put it on, she's like whatever.
Oh, okay.
And she kind of like ducks her head, like no, don't put it on me. But
stop it.
But at first, when it was short,
Mom.
when it was like here, and I was constantly trying it on, she was like whatever, put it on.
That's
take
hilarious.
It off. But
she's pretty chill.
She is. So I made it up. I just kind of...
Really?
Yeah.
It's so cute. The turtleneck.
I know, right?
Shut up. Okay, Builder, you're getting a turtleneck because it's so cute. He'll hate me forever.
And it also, like, if it's really cold and it needs to cover her ears, I can do that. So, is that a hole?
Oh my
god. No,
God.
it's just the cable.
She needs a hat now.
So...
Like little ear holes.
Oh my god. What's going to kill me?
And like leg warmers.
Well, okay, so
okay.
I did not put, there's no legs. Like, I didn't, it's just slit openings.
It's a vest.
Yes, it is a vest.
No sleeves.
But I thought about
That's why she needs leg warmers. I'm like all in for the dog outfits apparently.
I thought about picking up around and knitting some ribbing.
Like a sweater.
But I was so done with it by the time it was done. So,
she needs something Fair Isle next because she's such a blank canvas because she's so white.
She's white, yeah.
I mean, some Fair Isle would just pop on her.
Right. Yeah.
Builder can't do Fair Isle because he's too speckled.
Well, so you'll see in Weeby Freebies, I might do another one. But I want to, I thought I was prepared with my notes.
Oh, yeah. Not. Here you are looking at your phone. It's fine.
So,
we're among friends. We're among friends.
So I made this up, but I looked at a lot of patterns before I
love the cable.
Before I did it.
Look at the cable.
And I'll have to put what cable it is because I got it out of a Harmony guide.
Like a Celtic.
Yes. It's intertwined something.
It's really pretty.
I was not as prepared as I thought.
That's fine. I never know what anything's called. Even if I do prepare, I'm like, what?
Okay. So I did make a project page for it, and I have all my notes.
So cute.
I have like 5 paragraphs of notes.
Nice. You're so good about that. I never put notes.
Not enough.
I'm the worst.
That it's a pattern. Like I didn't write a pattern.
No, but like.
So I started, there's a sweater on Ravelry called Large Dog Sweater.
Oh, so majestic.
I know.
So descriptive.
And so I was going to do that pattern, but then I was like, but the dog that it was written for is a Vizsla, which is more narrow through the body than Daisy
Yeah, and
is.
she's
like
pretty
Daisy,
meaty.
Yeah, she's got a big
How much
chest.
does she weigh?
She only weighs 46
Okay, because
pounds.
Builder weighs 40.
Yeah.
And he looks way smaller than Daisy.
He's longer and taller.
And he has longer legs.
Yeah. So I literally guessed and cast on in ribbing and knit that and tried it on. Knit, like
There
I
you
just
go.
kept going. And then I didn't feel like doing
She's
short
just laying there
rows.
snoring anyway. You may as well.
Pretty much. I know. So I needed the chest to come down. But I didn't feel like doing short rows because I've never really designed with short rows. Like I've just followed a pattern, and I haven't.
And
even
that's
done
harder
enough
if you
rows.
want to if you need to rip out a few inches or something. It's like short
Right.
rows.
Right. So I just increased down here and didn't increase on the back. So that allowed this to grow.
Works.
And then when I got to here where the armholes would be, I separated. I had the bottom and held that on a needle and then just knit across on the top. And then when I got to here where I would join, I went back to this and knit down here.
Same concept as your
my
thumb
knit.
hole, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so
So
then
you just all these little kernels
Right.
of knowledge and created this beautiful stuff.
exactly. And then I knit.
So you're back in the round.
I rejoined and
Okay.
knit in the round. And it's so interesting. You can really see look at that on the screen. And you can see all the individual stripes.
That's funny. It doesn't look like that.
But you don't see it in person.
Not really, no. What kind of yarn? I mean, it's wool.
Yes, it's 100% wool.
What?
It is Nature Wool Chunky by Araucania. So it's a bulky, 131 yards for 100 grams. And I had 3 skeins. 2 of the skeins were very variegated. 1 skein was almost a solid.
Huh.
So, because I didn't want it I didn't want to have blocks where I finished the skeins, I alternated the first 2 skeins until I got to the split. And then when I had to do the bottom back and forth, I picked up the 3rd skein and did that. And
makes
then
sense.
starting here,
I mean,
I
it's the bottom,
alternated
too.
the 3 skeins.
Perfect.
So...
looks good. It looks completely even. Like,
yeah, it melded
I mean, yeah, you
well.
can see, but like does it the whole way down.
Right.
It only bothers me like if it stopped here and then it was solid.
Exactly.
Or whatever. It looks good. I think it's adorable.
And in one of the project pages
I love
for
the
that,
I love the reverse stockinette with a cable too, because I don't love reverse stockinette, but I love it in this case with the cable.
Well, you kind of have to for the
pop.
cable to pop.
But sorry, go ahead.
So it meant I was purling in the rounds.
Yeah, that sucks.
Like what?
Why would you do that to yourself?
Right? Why would I do
But
that
that's
to
okay.
myself?
It's really cute.
Yeah. Okay, so then the other thing is I was kind of on, like, I needed my next easy dark knitting because I had finished the Stockhead hat. And we had lots of games coming up, and I'm like, I need easy knitting. I thought this was going to be it. This was not it. And
then I'm going to throw a Celtic cable on it. Never mind.
Right. So
those kinds of cables are hard. I think
it was actually really easy.
Good.
Maybe
you had a better pattern than the one I was trying to follow. I was like,
well, I learned a new one, T3F and T3B. It's twist 3 back, and it's where you keep a cable 4 front. You would hold 2 knit stitches to the front and 2 knit stitches to the back, and do your thing. Well, with a T, 1 or 2 of those is going to be a purl.
yes.
And the purl always goes to the back, and the knits always
I
go
have
to
done
the
that.
front.
The T sounded familiar, but I couldn't remember.
And it made it really easy to know
Okay,
what
good.
I was supposed to do
well,
with
that's good.
the cables, because most of it is T's, except for there's a cable 4 front, and there's a cable 4, and a cable 4 there. But most of it's a 16 row repeat, and most of it was T's, and it was pretty easy. But I couldn't read this enough to know where to go. It wasn't like an usual 6 stitch where you're like, oh, okay, I twisted there, I need to go twist this. So I did have to have my book with me, and my printer copier was out of toner, so I literally carried
the book. Unless you want to take a picture and then you have to look at your phone.
I did. I took a picture and I made it my screensaver, my wallpaper on my screensaver.
But that only gets you so far.
And I couldn't put a post-it note on what row I was on.
Yeah.
So that really didn't
Doesn't
help.
always work.
So,
well, it turned out great.
Thank you. And it looks really cute on her
She's
pictures.
a very bonny lass.
But Mark was so funny. So I would try it
The
on
men
her.
do not understand.
But it was so
Our
true.
men, not all men.
It was so true. So I would try it on her as it got bigger and bigger. It looks like she looks like every little kid who's ever had a hand knit sweater put on them.
It itches.
And just like, she's making me do this.
That's Builder. Every year I put the Santa hat on him and take a picture. I don't, whatever. It's like, that's a pre-kids tradition. And every year he's like,
yes.
His eyes literally go, oh.
And she even sighed at one point when I put it on her. She did this whole.
I know Daisy well enough that I can totally picture that. Oh my God, what?
But I'm going to be like every mom who's made her kid a sweater. You're wearing it anyway.
Yeah, taking lots of pictures. Smile. It's really cute.
So, yes, I'm very happy. And then
She
I
is
just
knitworthy.
But I will tell you, so most dog sweaters are kind of cut out underneath because of the pee.
Oh.
Well, she's a girl and she kind of pees out the back, so I didn't have to worry about that. But I must have knit this section 3 or 4 times because I was guessing on the decreases. And so then I tried to do a bind off here to make that open section. I couldn't get it stretchy enough, and so then I tried to get it on her.
And that's like still kind of thick right there, so you don't want it cutting in.
Right, exactly. So I ended up first I ripped it back,
stretchy pants.
Redid the bind off to be stretchy. Still couldn't get it on her.
So you had to make it longer.
So actually, I had to rip back even further and take out a couple of decreases and leave it.
That part
wider.
you wouldn't want it to be itchy right there, because that part is like skin, right? Is that where like her?
Yeah, pretty much.
What is it called?
Her belly.
I was going to say udders. She's not a cow.
I was going to say her nipples. Let's talk about nipples yet again.
We haven't talked about nipples yet. But I was like, udders not right. She's not a cow.
She looked like it was udders when we got her because she had just
poor little heifer.
I know. So, dog sweater for Daisy.
Builder never got to have kids. He never had the pleasure.
Oh, good for him.
It's probably for the best. They'd all be anxious messes. Anyway, Daisy's super knitworthy, and I'm happy for her that she has a sweater. And no one else is going to wear that scratchy wool. It's like,
it's horrible.
I'm perfect so glad. For her. Like, why did you even buy that?
I think I bought it back when we were doing felted purses.
Oh, that would have been perfect for that. Yeah. That makes sense. And it's a great color. I don't love it. You don't love it? I love it.
I like some of them, and it looks good all blended, but there's some of the colors in there are like, ooh.
I love it. It reminds me of, see, I love acid green. But it reminds me of Mad Tosh Grasshopper.
Oh.
So I like it.
Well, thank you. I like it on her, but
on
it's
her
not
is cute,
one that I would make something for me. Like, it's not a color I would make for me.
I dig it. I would.
Okay.
Okay. Just not that.
I know.
That's super scratchy. Yeah. Okay, so this is the one I forgot from last week.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you can't see it on the camera, but I have my Swift attached to the desk that we are recording on. And I'll put a picture in.
Did you put it up there?
I had put it on top, and I totally forgot. That's why I tore this house apart looking for this thing.
And it's right in front of you.
And it was right there, but I never went. And so the kids get home that day, and I had looked for it for like a solid 20 minutes, which I feel like that's a long time to be like looking for this.
Your house isn't a mess. So
and my house is small. Like there's only so many places it could be. And I was like, Amelia, did you guys take my little tiny Santa hat? Because this is obviously, it's not my own fault.
Right.
Did you guys by chance take my tiny Santa hat and like put it on a doll and I can't find it? And she was like, it's right there. Thanks, baby. Go back to what you were doing.
Right. Ignore
What
mom.
an idiot. Like, I am a hot mess. I put it on there myself because it was cute. So, this is from that Christmas Tinies.
Oh my gosh, it is so cute.
I know, it's like...
That is adorable.
That's how tiny it is.
And it's a Christmas ornament, right?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna,
Oh, go ahead.
It was super hard to make this tiny pom-pom, and it's trying to come off. I mean, like, you can't even make an actual pom-pom.
Right,
It's just, like, yarn that's tied and cut. Like, that's how small it is. There, that's a good.
Did it hurt your hands to do something that little, or
this
it
one,
doesn't matter?
This one wasn't too bad. The next one hurt my hands. This one wasn't too bad because it's not
it's just
tight, tight of a gauge. It's not any tighter than socks. It's about sock gauge.
You just have to flip your needle more often.
Yeah, which, I mean, it literally took me like 20 minutes to make it. I think the pom-pom took me longer because I was like, how the heck? Anyway, so this is from that Christmas Tiny Set one, I think, and it's the hat. And these are both just from my, like, scrap blanket stash. I think this is Ravelry Red Malabrigo. This is, like, all I had. And I think this is just Cascade sock in white. I mean, it's perfect.
It is adorable.
So I was going to make this for the our
knitting group.
Knitting group's ornament exchange, but I was like, that's too lame.
I'm just gonna keep it. Cute.
I'm just gonna keep it.
But it should go on your Swift.
Yeah. Right? It's really cute. So I'm just gonna keep it, and I'm gonna make a better one, like a more elaborate. Cause like our friend Erin, did you see her?
Oh. Was that cat going? Is that for our ornament exchange?
I think so.
No, Erin.
I need to up my game.
Seriously, wait until you see mine.
Let's put in her picture. I'm sure she's fine with it.
Yeah.
Come on.
It is adorable.
I am not taking this. Like literally. I am not taking this if people are bringing ornaments like that.
Well, I need to. Oh, wow.
We'll have to put the name of it.
Wait till you see mine, because mine does not hold up to hers either.
Well, this is cute, and I will put it on my tree, but I'm not subjecting it to anyone else.
Oh, I think it's adorable.
It is cute.
I would want it on my tree.
But I don't think it's like I don't think it's ornament exchange worthy.
I don't know. Wait till you see mine. Okay, then let me show you mine. Okay. So this is kind of a whip and kind of an FO, because I plan on making a lot of these. So I made the Bulky Baubles by Emily Kentig. It's a Knit Picks pattern, and I've made 2 so far, and it's in
for a minute I thought that was like your herringbone yarn, but it's not.
No, it's Rowan.
It's cute.
Rowan Country, and I love
these. Would look, I mean, I love that.
See?
Hanging on the tree.
And it comes with 4 different textures.
I don't know though, but 2 of them put together like that is kind of unfortunate. Now we're moving on from nipples. Pink, maybe not. Don't do multiples of pink. They're not allowed to hang together in the tree. Gotta alternate. Put some blue ones. No, not blue. That would be worse.
Oh my god, you're killing me.
Green? Can we do green?
And then there's a fungus.
Oh god. Get some spray. You need to go to the doctor. Anyway, just saying. They don't look like that in real life, but on camera, they kind of had like a...
South Park.
Okay, but I can just totally picture this hanging on the branch like that. I like the loop a lot. Cute.
So the pattern is a free pattern, and it comes with 4, it tells you 4 different textures. But it literally is like 6.
Are these not crocheted?
4.
Oh,
no, they're knit.
Is knit.
4, 10. It's 16 rows.
Yeah, that's like nothing.
And
there's stuff. There's not.
Yeah, there's.
Because some of these you see they're like knit around a ball, which I love.
Yeah.
But these.
This is polyfill.
You wouldn't have to worry about breaking them.
Nope.
Which I like.
And
it's always a plus in my house.
And in the pattern, they tell you to cut the yarn and thread through after you do it, and close it up, and then take a crochet hook, do a slip knot, chain 15, and then attach that to the top. No, just
that's unnecessary.
That is unnecessary. Cut your yarn, thread it through, then use that, make a slip knot, and then chain 15.
You could even do I-cord
and
too,
attach it to here.
Yeah.
And then pull through.
Like if you don't want to chain, do an I-cord. Chaining is much faster, but some people don't crochet at all.
Right,
so
right.
they can just do an I-cord.
And
make it your own.
Yeah.
Well, that's cute. I can totally see. I want like a bunch of those, like you said, though.
Oh, like a garland.
Yeah.
Well, these are going to be gifts. I was going to give. They go pretty fast, but I was thinking of giving one of these with a sweater soap thing, which I have.
Cute.
And then like a linen spray.
Perfect.
Those 3 together as a gift?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You could even like tie a ribbon around like the linen spray and the soap, and like tie this to the on top.
Oh.
And like tie a little bow. That's what's on a little bow.
That's
I
a
love
great
wrapping
idea.
presents. I'm so weird.
That's a great idea.
Why do I like wrapping presents? Nobody likes
I used to. Because
it.
it used to be my way of being creative.
True.
You know, you can play with the ribbon and wrapping and stuff. Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, that would look really cute.
This is super bulky.
I was going to ask, okay, super bulky.
And it's 55 yards, it's 100% wool. It's 55 yards for 50 grams. And the Knit Picks super bulky that they recommend, or that they use in the pattern, is 40 yards for 50 grams. So this is actually smaller than what's called for. So I changed my needle size. I went with an 11 instead of the 13. Also, mostly because I didn't have double points in 13, and I didn't feel like doing magic loop with 6 stitches. I
would have.
So,
but I get it.
So I have these. So then I was like, I'll maybe get 3 or 4 more out of this, and I think I need like 12. So I went into my stash and was gonna I was looking for white because I was gonna use. Like, I was looking at my good yarn, you know, like, it could have been Cascade. I still consider that good yarn.
Yeah.
But, I was looking for white, and I didn't have any in bulky. Like, this is the only bulky that is kind of a Christmas color.
I have to say I might have some.
Well.
But I might have just gotten rid of it, too.
I'm not opposed to putting multiple strands together to make bulky.
I love that color.
So, I went into my, this shiny.
Yeah.
It's super, it's Hobby Lobby.
It's cute though. It's like the perfect Christmas red. Look at
that.
Look at that!
And it's shiny.
It's super shiny.
Yes. So.
Do you want me to wind this while I say it?
I think it is Yarn Bee.
It's the perfect
Soft Secret
Santa Claus red.
Soft Secret Yarn.
It is very soft. It kind of feels like
yeah.
Gosh, I knew I shouldn't have even mentioned it. I can't remember what it's called.
Another one of those.
That's
that one. Yeah.
I was gonna wind it.
But I have, I could either triple those, or I even have this.
Yeah, you could just
red
mix
cotton.
them.
I mean, it doesn't.
I would hold those together.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna hold some reds together, and then I have some white cottons I can hold together. So, and I'm giving them to people. Like, this is wool. I feel like I need to give this to somebody that knows to store wool in a plastic bag if they're going to put it in their attic. Like,
true.
Don't put this just in your attic. It'll be eaten up.
Simply Soft is what I was trying to think of.
Yes, it is very similar to that.
That just went. I had to say it really fast.
Right.
I don't know if I can wind this, actually.
I know, right? It's a complete tangle.
I can't find an end.
Yeah, that's what it...
I was trying to be nice,
and it's so slippery that it just falls out of the...
I can't find an end.
Right. I know, it's crazy.
Oh, well, I was trying to be helpful.
And it's so cheap, I'll probably just cut it in ends and then...
Oh, that reminds me, I actually did have a fail. I tried to make a Santa hat for a cat. It turned out humongous and super ugly.
Really?
Because I was using bulky.
Oh.
And I don't know. It just... I feel like that's too small of an item.
Uh-huh. So then, okay.
To use...
Oh, for bulk.
For a tiny hat. Like, that is an object, so it's okay, but like... I don't even have a picture. I threw it in the trash. I made the whole hat and was trying to put a pom-pom on it. And I was like, this is
And you didn't even unwind it or keep
No, I threw it in the trash. I was like, this is absolute...
Sallie, we have a podcast.
This looks like a dog's breakfast. Throw it away. I literally, like, it was so bad I wasn't even thinking about, like, I should show this. I was just like, get rid of it. And it was, like, super junk yarn. Mm-hmm. That's what made me think of it. Is I was like, I have some bulky white. And then I was like, you know what? I may have just thrown all of it away.
Right.
So I might not even have it to give to you. If so, it's in that box right there. Right. Anyway, so threw it in the trash.
So, I mean, this doesn't compete with Aaron's cat, but I was going to make these.
Yeah.
Maybe if I make a set of 3. Would that compete with Aaron's cat?
I don't know. Nothing.
You've all seen Aaron's cat by now.
Nothing competes with Aaron's cat.
Right.
So I'm not even going to try.
I know. She puts me to shame. Okay. So that was another.
And I sat there and watched her make it too. Like she was making it at knitting, and she
was making that at knitting.
Yes. She's sitting there. She's literally sitting there stuffing the cat, and then she like makes a leg and attaches that. I was like, you're like freaking rock star.
I would make so many mistakes. I can't do anything but stockinette.
Like she's a. I want to be her when I grow up. Yeah. Love you, Erin.
I know. So that was one of my whips. And
well, I love it. I think it's cool. I want to make some of those now, but I don't.
They're super easy.
If I still have bulky, I'm not gonna go buy any.
Well, but that's the other thing. I don't have any more bulky. I'm just.
Oh yeah, that's true. Holding it together. Mm-hmm. How many yards of fingering?
I did think that I would weigh one of the balls, and yes, it has stuffing in it, but not that much.
No, it wasn't like tight.
So I'll weigh one of the balls, see how much weight yarn it takes, and then wind off enough to do that weight.
That's
then divide that by 3. It's a lot of work for an ornament.
Let me know how that goes.
I will.
Okay, so since we're talking about ornaments, I have one more actually. Like, what the hell? Who are we? This would be cool for the ornament.
This would be great for the ornament exchange.
But it's Amelia's, and I don't have enough to make another one.
That is so awesome.
Because you know Amelia loves her some Harry Potter.
Yes.
So this is the golden snitch. Oh, it's like totally blowing out.
And that is the perfect gold color.
Look at the wings.
I know, and that's the Anzula.
Yes. And that's like all I had left. Okay,
I have more of that. Do you have? Is this all you have left?
This is what I have left of my Anzula Nebula all naturel color. And I'm giving it to you because I give you all my little tiny, like, it's not big enough for a blanket square, and it's not enough to make more wings. Because I weighed the wings, and I was like, dang it! I wanted to make another one for the ornament exchange. I do have more of the yellow.
Well, I can bring you the Anzula.
You sure?
Yeah. I haven't. You could, yes.
Okay.
It's plenty. I mean, just give me back
But, like,
what
are
you
there
don't
enough
use.
people in our group that would want this as a ornament? Okay.
Hello.
This is...
Did you not see Caitlin's post about how there's a Harry Potter conference coming?
Amelia and I are going.
Hello, we are
It's
too.
next August, and that's her birthday
But
month.
you have to buy tickets now.
Well,
I can't commit that early.
Hey, we're asking people to commit to May. That's not that
but
much farther.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Shut your mouth. So I did a little bit of modification, just mainly because I was afraid I was going to run out of yarn. But I did make the wings a little shorter. You're supposed to have more, just like before you start decreasing for the tip, you have a longer, just straight knitting right here. And I cut out several of those rows, but I actually like it better.
I don't think it would hold out as well.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I looked at all the pictures and I was like, they're too long. And I know that that's how the snitch looks. It's like got very
floppy.
Yeah, but it also goes like this because it's, it's a CGI. Another thing I might do is put some wire.
I think that's a great idea.
And then you could actually pose
mold it. Yeah.
And this is Mad Tosh Winter Wheat, I believe.
It is the perfect gold color.
Yeah.
I have more. It looks metallic.
And you stuff it. You do stuff it. So I have to keep
making it round.
Yeah, it does have a shine. And then, but the wing yarn
with the stellina in it.
It's not showing up, but it's got stellina in it.
Yeah.
I was super happy with this.
That is.
And
awesome.
I totally had done it completely. Amelia had not seen it, and then this morning when they were about to go to school, and I was just I was getting my stuff out so that I could prepare for the podcast. She was like, totally all up in my business.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been looking in my bag, but she did.
Oh.
And she found it. And she goes, it's a net! And I was like, dang it! And she goes, I'm sorry. Because she's that kid.
Right.
And Nolan would be like, ha! And she was like, I'm so sorry. I swear, I could put Amelia's Christmas presents in her room with like a sheet over it and say, don't look, and she wouldn't.
Right.
Nolan would be like playing with them.
Yep.
So she saw it, but that's okay.
That is so awesome.
It's pretty cute.
I'm going to have to make one
free
of those.
pattern called the Golden Snitch, and I did take out a few of the rows.
That is so awesome. In fact, I might need to make that as a gift for a couple of people.
Yeah. It did hurt my hands a little, but you know what? All this little tiny stuff. The hat didn't because it was basically sock, but this is like
it was
another thing. I don't remember what this calls for. I think sport. Well, I had the perfect colors in fingering weight, so I was going to make it work. So I held fingering weight double. Speaking of holding strands, for all of it. Like this and this. And that's why there's two of these little balls. Oh, I gave you some of the yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have more though. I held fingering weight double on a US 1.5, so like that's like a 2.5 millimeter needle.
That is tight.
So it was pretty tight, but I wanted it to be
stiff. You don't want, and you don't want the stuffing to come through.
I always want it to be stiff.
Oh my God!
Sorry. I don't know.
This podcast. Well, I'm telling you.
I don't even care anymore. The boys aren't helping you edit it anymore.
Thank goodness.
So, whatever.
I know.
Over the summer, we have to be slightly
cautious.
PG.
Well, because they're listening.
Because they're literally right behind us. You know what? I can talk about testicles and
nipples.
Being stiff and whatever. Don't care. And I just literally just poked some thread through, and
that's great.
I don't know. I couldn't think of what else I would do, but so.
Perfect.
That's all my ornaments for today. I do have one more FO though.
Okay.
Do you?
I do, but mine's pretty awesome.
All right, we'll end on yours.
I should go last.
Mine are awesome, but they're small. So Nolan got new mitts, so Amelia has to get mitts too.
Oh.
And oh my gosh, these
are little.
These gave me back my mojo.
Oh god.
These were so nice to knit. Look at this little cute thing. So
oh,
there's a little cable. These are called the Nalu.
Oh, and it waves.
Mm-hmm. It's just it doesn't really cross. It's just a river.
Yeah.
Nalu mitts.
They are adorable.
And these did not come in a child size, but this is like a small women's, and I think it's totally gonna work. Yeah. And like,
I don't think this would fit me.
I mean, it does fit.
It looks like a child size.
It does fit, but
it stretches quite a bit.
Yeah, it does. I guess it would be better to show it like that. And this is my, I showed this on the podcast when I bought it. It's that,
So prepared.
It's like that rock star, Molly girl.
Oh, right. Star. And so it glows in the dark.
It glows in a black light.
Right.
So I wanted her to have something kind of fun that she could possibly wear at school.
I love that.
We don't really come across black lights often.
Right.
But they do cosmic bowling. Like a couple of times a year at school. It's like a special thing. Or if we go to regular bowling. So I wanted something that she could like actually wear at school and not get in trouble. And I didn't want it to be I might still make her like something for around her neck. But I wanted at least to give her mitts because these will also just go in her stocking. She didn't see them. Or if she did, she didn't know they were for her. This yarn.
It feels great.
I think that's what gave me back my like, oh yeah, I love this. You know, it was so nice to knit with.
Especially after that acrylic, right?
Yes. Yes. I actually had finished the one Lego mitt, and I think I hadn't even cast it on the second one, and I made these. I made one on a Sunday and one on a Monday.
Oh.
And then knit the second Lego mitt because and it was like, I loved it so much. It was so springy. Mm-hmm. You know, like I was knitting it and I was like, this is like knitting itself. Like it just, you know, with the acrylic, it was like, I was having to force this yarn into submission. And
plus that's such a tight gauge.
It was tight gauge, true.
Right.
But I would rather do tight gauge with good yarn.
Yeah.
And so these, not only was the pattern, it's super plain on one side, it's just, and then the super easy cable. Like, I didn't even use a cable needle.
Right.
And that plus this delicious springy yarn just gave me my mojo back. I'm
so glad.
I know, yeah. I also have like officially hibernated my Henley, which also gave me my mojo back.
Oh.
We'll see if it ever gets done. It's not the pattern. I don't love ribbing, but whatever.
Is it the yarn?
I don't love the yarn.
Yeah, the yarn with the pattern.
Scratchy.
Well, it's palette. It's wool.
I know, and I know it'll get better, and I still really want the finished object. I still really want that sweater. I just can't do it right now. Like, you know, I'm not in the right head space.
But that could be your brain telling you that the yarn and the pattern are not a good marriage.
But it looks really good.
Well, the color is great, yeah, but you don't know what it looks like on yet. Mm-mm. Like, you don't know about the drape or, you know. I
don't know.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah. So I'm like only knitting stuff that's fun.
Yeah. Isn't that what it's supposed to be?
Yeah, and that's what the thing. I was tired of feeling like it was work.
Mm.
So these flew. And like I kind of am like, what else can I make with this yarn? Because I have a ton left over, obviously. Right. And it was so yummy.
A matching hat.
Yeah. Except she really loves her panda
fur
hat though.
pom-pom.
Ooh, I know. That would be really cute. She really
Make it for you.
That's true. Maybe I need a hat.
Yeah.
Pretty stinking cute. Loved this yarn.
That's great.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I want to see your epic one.
Okay, I finished.
Oh, I know what it is now.
I finished the Sosu.
Yay! It was taking me a second. I was like, what does she have that's so big? And then I was like, oh yeah, it was not technically done on the last.
It was not.
Is it blocked?
It's blocked and everything.
Oh, nice.
And let me show y'all how spot on the yardage was.
Wow.
I have this much left. I mean,
nice. Yeah.
Like, she really got the yardage right.
Yep.
Okay. It is
humongous.
Huge. Like, people have talked about how big their
wow.
fades are. And, like, our friend Donna, it was taller than she was.
It's usually, it's like 9 to 10 feet long.
Yeah.
Have you measured it?
No, but I think
oh my God.
It's got to be at least 6 feet. Like, it's taller than me.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So
I love it so much.
It does look great. I can't figure out how to wear it.
Oh.
It's such a weird shape.
Ooh, I love how that
the I-cord bind off.
I love that. Look at, and I love how your yarn
how it pooled.
Like pooled on the bind off. That looks awesome.
Yeah.
Is this the right side?
No.
No.
No, this is the side, right side.
It's you can't really tell.
No, you can
Good
only see at the pickup.
job.
And this is what's amazing too. Okay, so when they say slip every row, so that because then you're gonna pick up. Like I don't know if I can get in there.
I know
Of course not.
our lighting is weird.
But even this is why Sallie couldn't tell if it was the
back up a little maybe. Cover up your face.
Really, oh, but then I can't see what's going on.
There.
Oh.
What are we talking about?
See those slip stitches? That's where
in the border?
I picked up.
Are we talking about here?
No, here.
Oh, gotcha.
There.
Where you added, you picked up around.
You can't even tell it's the wrong side because I slipped at the end of every. So this is where I picked up.
Mm-hmm.
So
it looks great.
Passed on. So this is the back side, but it looks so good. Yeah. It just looks like it's a chain.
It looks great.
Going down that seam. So it looks like it's meant to be that way. I love it.
I do too.
It was very, and then like right here, I mean, look
looks
at that.
beautiful.
In the alternating stitches, it looks like I just have alternating chains of pink and white.
Yeah, it looks great.
So
yeah, I mean, it's basically reversible.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow, good job.
Thank you.
I can't believe it.
I know. It feels great. I love the fabric. Like it's very drapey.
Yes.
Because it's
very
fingering,
drapey.
and I think it was a 6.
That's one of my favorite.
Yeah. So it's a good.
It's very drapey.
A good gauge. I don't know what the gauge was. I never measured it.
Who needs it?
Right. So you have to help me figure out how to.
We will.
How to
take a picture.
Wear it because I can't. I tried a couple
different ways.
It's a
very weird shape.
Because you want.
Maybe you just wear it by putting it on the back of your couch. It's just so pretty.
Right.
But yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. No modifications at all.
It's very cool.
I love it.
Like I could just keep looking at it because it's so different.
I loved making it. I'll tell you, if I can't figure out how to wear it, I'm not gonna love it. You know, like. Oh. And then I don't know, maybe I'll finally list something for sale on Etsy. But
you can't.
I know, but if I can't wear it, I'm
really
such a product knitter.
Yeah, you need stuff to be practical. I don't need it to be practical.
I just need to be able to get it on my body. So
I'm okay with like if I never use something, if I love it, looking at it, I'm fine with it.
That's true.
I don't need stuff to be practical.
I'm that way if it's a decorative item. But you're right, I'd have to turn it into a decorative item. It could be a lap blanket in the car.
That works.
Because it is big enough.
It is, and it feels so good.
It's very, but look, it folds up.
Yeah, it does.
Small, and
you could even like squish it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, good job, friend. That is an epic.
Thank you.
That's an epic FO.
Epic
slay.
Epic slay. Do you have any other FOs?
No.
Okay, I have 2 more FOs.
What?
I know. Because I kept casting things on trying to find my dark knitting.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, I would look at the pattern and think, oh, this is dark knitting.
Great. And then it's like, no.
And then I get into it, I'm like, I gotta look. So, and I was trying to avoid casting on the knit. Right. So then I just finished it because I wanted to get, I'm still trying to get my Stranger Things done.
Oh.
Like that's supposed to be the Stranger Things cowl is supposed to be my like
concentrated.
Yeah. And I kept not wanting to cast on more mitts.
Oh,
the arm warmers.
Yeah.
Well, I gave up. I was like, well, I keep not picking dark knitting, so let me just go ahead and cast on the arm warmers. Because also, like Daisy's sweater, it got big, so like it was hard to carry around, and so I cast on the arm warmers with the biscotti yarn.
Did you finish one though? I thought you were talking about FOs.
Oh no, I thought we were on whip.
You said we had 2. You had 2 more.
Oh, I meant whip.
Oh, I have whips.
Oh,
we're on to whips.
We're on to whip.
That's true. You did say that was your last FO.
Right.
But
a while ago. Well, I do kind of have one FO, but it's like the ornaments. I'm gonna make lots more. So.
Okay, so show us your arm warmer. Sorry.
Okay.
But I was like, where's the finished one? I was whatever.
No. I got
I love that.
Finished.
It's really pretty.
It is really pretty.
That's the one you got, and you had to like pre-soak it, right?
I did, and it looks more defined on screen, but if you look in person,
it's kind of
the whites are not crisp. Like
it has a gray.
It fades from the pink into, and I don't know if that's even something you can do. Though I feel like on my mustache, I have white stripes in there, and it was crisp. So, I don't know if that's a function of the bleeding. I think it looks fine. I love the blue. Mm-hmm. I love how the blue is not a solid blue. It's like
tonal. Mm-hmm. It's very pretty.
Right. So, they're for Cade. They're his team colors. They played in a tournament this weekend, and I knit all through the tournament. So,
like, these would be nice if they were dyed.
Exactly.
Well, they're very cute.
So that started, and it's not an OCD skein like Mustache does. It's just one big skein. So at some point, I am going to need to carry my scale to weigh.
To make sure,
how much I have left. And I did remember to weigh it
Yay!
ahead of time.
That's the biggest hurdle.
Right. Because
that's hard to remember.
It's not exactly 100 grams. This was 105.8. So, I appreciate it being more. But, okay. Now, you go for a while, because then I'll do my last.
Okay, whips. Okay, I have I'm just calling them like faded scrappy socks for Mitch. I think I've done, stabbed. So this guy, I don't know what's happening.
It's coming out.
Bear with. I don't know. Anyway, so this guy was what I started with. These are from my Opal Advent calendar from last year. And then I added this guy. Sorry, this is such a mess. I guess I haven't touched these in a couple of days. So I just made like a fade out of these minis. So this one's getting a little darker. It's got the blue and the orange, and it's adding in black. Yeah. And I kind of love it.
Oh, it looks great.
So it's like, this is one right here. This is the second one. And then where this big stripe, that's the start of the third one.
That is perfect.
And I am not going by like color repeats. That would have been smart, but I have no idea how long the color repeats are in these. I have no clue. No clue.
It doesn't say on the ball
No
bands
idea what they're going to look like. It doesn't tell you on the little tiny ball bands what they knit up into. It's like, nothing. I mean, I guess I could go and search this.
Oh.
I don't even know if it tells me a colorway. It doesn't. So I couldn't even really for sure go and like look on Ravelry to see what does this knit, which I kind of like that I don't know.
Right.
Kind of adds to the fun.
The mystery. Yeah.
Because let me tell you, when you're making humongous man socks, you need to find the fun wherever you can. No, I'm enjoying it. I think they're fun.
Yeah.
And Mitch is like, I like them, I don't care.
The fade is great.
Yeah.
I can't believe how well this stripe goes with that.
Yeah, and that's a totally different skein.
Right.
This was all of these with the skinny orange was all one. That's one. But they all go so good together. And I'm not actually fading where you like knit a row of 8. I'm not doing that. I'm just color blocking them because you don't really need to. Like, who wants to do that in a sock? Love this aqua stripe, of course.
Yeah.
And so they're going to get a little bit darker. I have 2 more little mini skeins. And so, like, I'll do a little bit more on this one, and then it's going to fade to have no more orange. It'll just be, like, this one has a little bit of the brownie orange in it, and this one is just, like, black and gray and white.
So do you think it seems like you hardly used any of these.
Yeah, I probably should have used more of the first one.
Because of the toe.
But I was like, well, I'll just end it after the toe. That's easy to remember. And then I've used more ever since. Like, I used more of the second one. And then I'm going to use a lot of the third one. Like, I'm going to try to use, like, half of that little mini skein.
Oh, because then you only have 2 more colors to do the...
Yeah. And then Mitch does not, luckily, he does not really like his socks that tall. He doesn't want them to be shorty. I mean, he likes shorties, but I'm going to make them, they're going to be, like maybe a 4-inch leg. So I think it's going to work out good with the yarn that I have. And then I'll just put in an afterthought heel with contrasting yarn from my scraps. But they're not getting a ton of love. These are just my...
You're on the go.
On the go, yeah. These are like my darkest of dark knitting.
That's what my mitts are.
Yeah, these are the darkest of my dark knitting.
And they're portable. Like,
totally. Yeah.
I totally get why people knit socks. And maybe the mitts have become my socks.
Oops,
but
that's not the one that's attached.
They because it's small enough it can just live in my purse.
Yep, and that's so I'm not like sitting at home knitting and that's fine. They're not for Christmas or anything like that. They're just
whenever you get them.
Whenever. He didn't ask for them, so it's not like I'm on a deadline at all, which, I had to be real precious with my Mojo. And the worst Mojo killer to me is a deadline.
Oh.
Or like obligation.
Right.
So, and that's another reason I kind of wanted to get the majority of my gifts done, which I think I only have like...
when I have been doing the ornaments and the soap sweaters that I will show you after I give Sallie a chance to talk, it has felt like work.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it's because I rarely repeat a pattern.
Yes.
And so now I'm thinking of making 15 of something.
Yeah.
No matter how quick they are, still
That's
making 15 of them.
Mojo killer to me. Some people that's motivating. For me, like a knit along is motivating because I'm not being it's.
And yet we're not being forced to make gifts for people,
but I do feel like if if they're on my gift list or whatever, like it's more of an obligation. That's why I make such small things for gifts, because otherwise I would be like super bitter about it and it would never get done. Apparently I'm a child, and the minute you tell me I have to do something, I'm like, I'm not gonna.
That's funny.
I just have to be real precious with my Mojo.
Well, and the other thing is our knit-alongs are very loosey-goosey. Yes. So it's more like, here's a framework of what to do. But like
when other people, like I'm motivated by other people's knit-alongs. Like I'm entering those mitts into the Sweet Tea No Shade
but that's still optional.
It is. But like I found that motivating and not like, ugh.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess because like for sure Amelia's mitts were fun and like loved every minute of those. Nolan's, the first one was fun, and then I was like, oh god, he has 2 hands. I made him that way. So yeah, I don't know. The minute I feel like something's work, I don't want to do it.
Right.
And sometimes I'm fine with that. Sometimes I'm like, I just can't wait to give this as a gift, and it's fun. But I don't know. And like my Henley is not a gift. No one's making me make that.
Right.
And I can't bring myself to work on it. I know. It's a super bummer.
Yeah.
So, but the minute I said, you are not going to get this done for Hohi's Knit Along, stop. Mm-hmm. Stop it. I was like,
right, you felt so much better.
Yeah. And so I'm still going to try, maybe after the first of the year, I'll pick it back up, try to get it done for Knitting in the Hills retreat. Uh-huh. But if I don't, I don't. I'm not going to be able to wear it probably anyway. It's going to be too hot.
It's wool. Yeah.
Let's be honest.
We have 4 snow days a year.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's me. God, I've already like accidentally turned off the video and kicked the table.
We have like 4 snow days a year, and that's when you can wear your wool sweater.
And at least it is going to be holy.
Because it's holy.
Most of it's
the lace.
Large whole eyelets, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That's okay though.
What else do you have for whips?
Okay, so another thing. Oh, I love this thing. I'm going to finally show it. I've been working on it steadily, but I haven't shown it because
it's secret?
No, because but I haven't shown it in a while because it didn't look that different. Because you put in tons of work and it's like, it kind of looks the same. Because it's lace weight.
Yeah. Oh, your little bird.
My Little Bird by Vera. Now this, I love. And I am like getting really close to being done.
And does this start at the top also? Oh yeah, there you go. Wow. That is showing up so well on screen.
It's so pretty. And I just think it's have I said this before? Such a good color for me.
It is.
I just love it.
Yes. That is amazing.
Okay, so technically, per the pattern, I only have this much more. Like I have, so I've done a lace. I'm supposed to do a stockinette band, and then a lace, stockinette band, lace, and then like a little bit of stockinette, and then the ribbing. Oh, wow. So I mean, in the grand scheme of things,
right?
That's literally only like. So I have
a stockinette.
So I guess I have like this much more left.
Right.
Which is really not that much. Like,
right.
I thought I had a lot more. Now I'll try it on.
That's nice that you can try it on.
I'll try it on and see after I get those 2 lace bands done. Because then I could always go as long as I want. But it's so much, like, I didn't realize, I kind of was like, how much more of these do I need to do? I thought I had several more, but there's only 2 more lace sections.
Wow.
But I don't even care because I'm loving it. Like, I don't even care if the pattern would have said you have 6 more. I would have been like, okay. Mojo's back. So, I think before the next podcast, I probably will have come and done the collar because it's kind of bugging me how humongous it is.
What is the collar? I don't remember.
It's just a ribbed. It's
just to bring it in.
And it is going to be large still. Like it's a very.
It is a boat neck.
Because you have to wear a tank top underneath it anyway, and so it kind of like shows your straps, which I think is kind of cute. So it is going to be. I think it's technically a boat neck, but it'll be smaller than this.
Right.
And I think I want to go ahead and do that because then I can get a real accurate.
That's true
when I try it on, an accurate fit or an idea of the fit. And then the sleeves, I think in the pattern they're
3/4.
Yeah, I might make them a little shorter. Just because I really want to be able to wear this.
Our climate.
Yeah. But this is cotton and bamboo yarn. And so I think it's not going to be hot. It's so pretty. I just love everything about it. I love the color. I love the fabric. Love the pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
And right now, this is my dark knitting because I'm in a stockinette.
You're in a stockinette.
Isn't that great?
It's great.
Yeah. Now, I probably wouldn't actually knit it in the dark just because it is really slippery lace weight. I mean, it feels like
It'd be
silk.
Easy to lose a stitch.
It's as slippery as silk. And so, but it's great TV.
Where you can look down every now and then.
Actually, all 3 of my whips are perfect TV knitting. So, that's just what I need right now.
Yeah.
So I'm loving this though. Like, oh my
gosh. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Right. Love it.
Yeah. I do have one more whip, but you go ahead.
Okay.
Because actually my whip leads us into our giveaway really nicely. So.
Oh, okay. So I have soap sweaters.
I can't wait to see them.
So I went to, so this is one.
It's so cute. It looks like a pill.
It does. So this is Noro Curion. It does. It looks
like a pill
color pill.
A gel cap. You could do them in red and white and be like, here's your Valium. I don't know what color Valium is. I probably should.
Duplicate Valium on there.
Yeah. It's like over the counter.
Right.
It's cute.
You can smell it. It's supposed to be lavender and vanilla, but it just smells like soap to me. It
smells like soap, yeah, but it's in a good way.
Yeah. So so I went to the dollar store.
Oh, cool.
Because I was gonna go like Tuesday morning or World Market.
World Market does have really good soap.
But so they're like $5.
Yeah.
Which I'm putting it with other stuff, so whatever.
Yeah.
But
it would add up.
I needed to be at the dollar store anyway for Cade's birthday or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So, you know how they have like their brand of stuff, but then they also have like overstock stuff from other people. Well, this stuff is super nice. So for $1, I got like essential oil soap that has all these like, it's pure essential oils, plant-based ingredients, natural fragrances. So like, it's really good soap.
Yeah, it smells good too.
For $1.
Yeah.
So check out the dollar store. And then, so I made that one. That's not the first one I made. The first one I made was...
It's cute, though. I like that dark one. Oh, okay. That one's really cute. I do like the pink one, too.
It's for... it's Dove.
I was about to say, that looks like Dove.
Yeah, it's Dove. It's what I had under my sink, and it was...
I love Dove.
So I could test it out and see if I actually wanted to make 15 of these. So, I did. I like it.
I do.
This is just Cascade 220 I had left. I made the Azel pullover out of this. And, and then I made one other one so far. Actually, I made two others, but I left the other one.
Is that lemon?
This is lemon.
Ooh.
And this one you can smell the lemon.
Oh, that was my favorite.
And they only had one lemon.
Oh, I love that. Oh, so that's my favorite one.
That's the Arcania.
Yeah. That's so funny that I just was talking about. That's what I thought your ornaments were made of.
Right. Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
So
that's cute.
I used the last of that.
You put my favorite yarn on my favorite smell.
It does smell really good.
It smells really good.
Those
are fun.
And then so I made one more. I made it out of this. I don't know. It's mystery yarn.
What is that?
It's Noro of some kind because I remember the tag.
Felt?
Well, I wasn't sure. So
this is the legit question,
I
Sallie.
made another Dove one so I could use it in the shower to see if it felt.
Okay, so you don't have it with you then, huh?
I forgot because I used it this morning in the shower. It does felt. And
cool.
So I'm excited on it because
I like the color.
Right.
That bright green is super fun.
And it's gray, so it'll be very much like a stone, but with flecks of paint. So the rest of them I'm going to make out of this.
I bet that made a cute one.
It did. It was interesting.
Did you take a picture of it before you used it?
No, I should have done that. But I've been making more.
That's true. It's super. That's cute. At first I was like, what the hell is that?
Right.
But like, I love the colors of it. Like,
but I wasn't
sure.
It's
pretty.
Like neon.
It's so pretty. It's like graffiti kind of.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
That. I searched through Noro.
I'm glad that it felted. That would have been disappointing.
I know, right?
It looks like it would felt. But.
So it felt, and I don't know. I mean, this would probably be the same. Like almost immediately. It has some more ply to it.
Yeah, this is really loose.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised it felted quick.
And that's
pretty loose.
Pretty loose also.
Yeah.
So I think the ones that are singles felt immediately.
Yeah. That's why you can spit splice them so easy.
Right. But I mean literally.
But I do love the stitch definition on that one though. But it'll be gone soon.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. Very cool. Okay, good.
So
this was almost like an experiment kind of. So.
It was. And so, but this can be dark knitting, except there's not very much of the dark knitting. Like, because then I have to Kitchener
it, and you have to carry your soap around. Because you have to put it in
before I Kitchener.
Not so much for carrying around.
I now can start Kitchener without looking at the instructions.
Oh, me too.
Like, I've done it enough.
Oh, yeah.
And I learned the Turkish cast on.
Yay!
And it's so easy.
Yeah, it's my favorite. I literally, physically cannot do Judy's magic cast on.
I didn't even try.
I can't do it. Everyone says, it's so easy. I literally, my brain goes, and I short circuit and I can't do it. Turkish is my jam. I can do it without looking at the instructions.
So easy.
You know, I started doing Kitchener without looking at the instructions a year ago because I did the Old Romance by Joji Locatelli.
Oh, that's right.
And you have to Kitchener your entire sleeve from the wrist to the armpit. It was like 100 plus. It was about 100 stitches. That's a fingering weight sweater, BT dubs. And I love it. But I not only had to do it for each arm, but I did it 3 times because the first one got frogged.
That's right.
So once you Kitchener 90 plus stitches, you don't need the instructions anymore.
Well, I know
Plus, I make a lot of socks, so.
Well, and I know the Kitchener part.
But getting started.
Like, I never could remember, do you purl first, do you knit first, but now
I do like Susan B. Anderson and don't even do the setup. You don't even have to do it. You can just start Kitchenering.
So what do you start with?
You start with
knit one in the front and then
take
purl
it off
and then
and it doesn't leave that corner. That little pucker.
Okay. Well, I'll experiment with this.
It
doesn't leave that.
Yeah.
That little
You don't have to do the setup.
But at the end, so here's what I want someone to tell me how to do. At the end, when you only have 2 stitches left on, one on each needle, and you would go knit and then purl in, I just knit it off and then purl the other one off. But then you end up with another of these little things sticking off. Does it just all work itself out once the sock gets worn?
I feel like it does. Because I don't ever have a problem at the end with a pucker. For lack of, we should just call it a nipple.
We do like nipples. Nipple.
Yeah, nipple. That's the word of the podcast.
Of the month. Last 3 or 4.
Sorry, not sorry.
Okay.
We all have them, even men, even though they're useless.
That's true.
Okay, so I have one more whip. Do you have any more? Because it leads into our giveaway and trophy.
Yes, trophy. I do have a trophy.
First, I'll show the whip. Okay. Then I'll show the amazing bag that it's in. So this is my lucky number 7, and this is also a Mojo bringer. I have
lucky number 7.
It's called Lucky Number 7.
Oh.
It's a cowl. It's by Jenny F. on Ravelry, and it was a paid-for pattern. Oh my god, I love it so much. It is so potato chippy.
Look, and does it have sparkle?
One of them does. Okay. So the green is Malabrigo sock, and I don't know colorway offhand. Sorry, I'll have to add it in. And the gray is that Araucania, the same as my snitch wings, except it's again.
No, Anzula.
Sorry,
Araucania is mine.
Sorry, Anzula Nebula. I'll have to put the colorway in here, but it's in sparkle. So only the gray sparkles. I don't know if you can see it.
That is so cute.
This is so fun. It's so easy. I don't have. That's provisional cast on.
So what happens to it?
So I should pull up a picture. Everyone else is seeing the picture.
I'll put a picture. Yes.
But so it's provisional cast on because you do this in a tube. I'm just knitting in a tube. And when it's long enough, you Kitchener the ends together. So it's an infinity. It's not worn
going
like
around this way.
It's not worn like this.
Right.
It's worn like this.
Right. Oh, so you have a long ways to go.
So all this, So all this, the inside never shows because it's a tube.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's really fun. It's literally just one row of knitting, one row of pattern, and it's completely memorizable.
Right.
So
I know you're just carrying the yarn up. The stripes. Yeah.
Oh, one thing that I did, which I thought was pretty funny, make up your mind, Sallie. Here's the, that should show up here in a second.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I did the provisional cast on, and I started with what I thought I wanted to be my main color, which was the sparkly one, and then I decided, no, I want the green to be the bigger, because you do bigger stripes of your main color, and then smaller stripes of your contrast. So when I get to the end, I'm going to have to do a little bit of surgery and take out a couple of these rows.
Or just leave it. It won't matter.
If I leave it, it'll be one stripe that's whiter.
Right.
Because see, all the rest of the gray stripes are only 4 rows, and this is like 6 or 8 or something. 8. So this one gray stripe is the same size as the green.
Wow.
I decided
cute.
No, I have enough gray. I want the green to be. And instead of ripping it out, because I'm sorry, provisional cast on with sock weight yarn is a
yeah.
Insert that word.
Right.
And I just could not bring myself to rip it out because I was like that close to having a Mobius. Like it was twisting on me like crazy. So I was like, I'm not ripping it out. So I decided like 4 rows into the green that no, I want that to be my main color, and so we'll see what I decide to do. But this has been going with me everywhere. Like it is so. That's another reason my socks aren't getting enough love, because this is kind of like just as easy,
right?
But newer, so I'm like, ooh, I'm infatuated, but I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
I was going to suggest, because I'm using 2 different skeins, but what if you did this in a self-striping?
Oh, right.
How
or
fun.
2 self-striping.
Like instead of arm warmers, you could have one of these going.
It depends. Well, because
some people don't like chevrons, so.
No, I love chevrons.
Okay, I do
it's
too.
just that it would have to be a longer repeat. Like the color.
Yeah, it would need to be thick
color
stripes.
Change.
That's true.
Yeah, because that self stripes because it's a narrow number of
so
stitches.
not that one, but like if you have a yarn, because they do make self striping that makes big fat stripes, and they would be thinner.
Right. On
one of these, but
that would be great for a good like a gradient. You know,
it
like
would.
And have 2 different color gradients, or even the same color gradient but start at 2 different ends so that the colors never line up.
Agreed. And you can make a shorter version or a longer version, so you could basically end it whenever you want.
Or
I think I'm gonna go all the way, like try to make it longer so that it can like double.
Yeah. It is great.
I don't think the camera's doing it justice.
It's not.
The sparkle is so pretty.
And I thought the whole thing was sparkle, and it's just the gray that's sparkle, but it looks like it's in the green also.
And I think that's another reason I changed my mind, is I was like, I want the sparkle to be like the smaller stripe, because then it's more like an accent rather than like the whole thing is sparkly.
Right.
Which I'm not anti-sparkle at all, but I just really like the idea of it being an accent. I'm in love with this, you guys.
But you know what I would also do with this? You know how I made my own stripe based on the happy mix for that vest? You could totally do the same, just have solids and make your own.
You could make it scrappy. I mean, you could use minis.
And have like one color as solid as the background, and then use minis.
You could rainbow this. I mean, it's just like, the possibilities are endless. Like, yes, it shows it with 2 colors. That's how I'm using it.
Right.
But I'm knitting this going, oh my God, this would look amazing with like minis or self-stripe. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. It is so easy.
Very nice.
I mean, it's basically stockinette.
Right. With the increases and decreases.
With just a few increases and decreases.
Right.
Love, cannot.
And you are at the point where you don't even need to have like markers for where the increases and decreases.
Oh no, I never did. The only thing I do have a halfway around marker, just because
if you screw up,
you do screw up, you want. But honestly, I really don't even need it, because you can tell by looking if you're off. So I probably will take it out. Honestly, I've just left it in because they don't slow me down. I don't even notice them.
Right.
But I really don't need it. because it's pretty obvious
Right.
by the lines. Love, 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 love. And this has been, I've had this yarn, and this is one of those that I queued it up with the yarn forever ago, and it's actually being knit into that thing.
Is it going to go in the FIFO?
Or just, I don't know if I'll get it done.
No.
I'm not letting myself.
Oh, you have to finish it to enter it in the Skein and Navel.
Yeah, and I really think I'd rather finish my Little Bird because it totally qualifies. Because I've had that yarn forever.
Have you?
Yes.
I thought you just got it at Fest.
No, it's from Fiber Lady.
Right.
And it's from
Yarn Crawl
2 years ago.
Right.
So for me, that's like pretty old.
Right.
I love this.
Yeah.
This has made me incredible. So I have 3 projects now that are just giving me joy. And it really, like, I'm back, baby.
Yes.
It didn't last long.
I'm so glad.
Yeah. Well, and I had to teach a class on Ravelry, like about Ravelry. It's not really a class. Well, I kind of got strong-armed into it.
Oh, really?
Hashtag thanks, Libby.
And then she didn't go.
Yeah. And so I was like pretty stressed out about it because like you can't really prepare. I just know how to use Ravelry.
Right.
And I was like, shouldn't have been stressed out about it. It ended up being great. I did it at West 7th Wool, my local yarn shop. And it was super fun. But I was like, nobody's going to come, or there's going to be too many, or like I was just stressed out about it.
Right.
And
first time for everything.
I think that might have been affecting my mojo as well, because I was like, I was super nervous. But I'm glad. So now that that's done, I do feel a little better. And I didn't get paid. Like, this was super cash. It was more of like a discussion than anything. I was standing up in front of a class, but it wasn't like a class.
Right.
It was more like
no handout materials.
No, and it was like me with my iPad, like, and then you go here, and then you. Shout out to the wonderful people who came if you're watching. It was a lot of fun, actually.
I wish I could have been there.
Yeah, my voice was like shot at the end, though.
Oh, I bet.
But,
so what are you keeping your project in?
Okay, so I told you you're going to love my combo. Okay, so here's the project I'm keeping in it. Look at this bag.
I love that.
It's chevrons, and it even has like that same green and gray. Isn't this the cutest thing?
It is adorable.
Okay, so this is from Anomalous Mind that we told you about last time. She had those 2 free worsted weight cowls.
The Fair Isle.
Yes. And we told you about her shop. Well, she gifted us these bags. Theirs is mine. These are hand-dyed fabric. She does this by hand and then sews it into a bag. And there's Allyn.
This is mine.
Oh, yours is blowing out. Oh, there you go.
There we go. But they're so different on each side. Like, this has more purple on this side.
They're so pretty. And you know what else I love?
And it was so hard for me to decide.
Oh my gosh. I'm still like, did I choose the right one? I might have to just buy the other ones. I love her little stamp. It's not a tag. It's a stamp.
That is great.
Isn't that cute? And I love the plain inside. Like, I love a decorative inside, but there's just something to be said for just a plain that you can see
it's
your
easier
stuff.
To see.
You know, it's kind of, but I just, something about this little plain logo, just like, I love it. It's so sweet.
I know. And I just got mine right before getting here, so I haven't gotten to play with mine.
Well, I was trying to be nice, and so she offered, and I didn't want to make her ship it to 2 places.
Right. No.
But she also gifted us with these. You can use them as a progress keeper, or I put mine on my zipper.
Which is what I'm doing right now.
And that way you can still take it off and use it as a progress keeper. You just always have a progress keeper with you. But if you, mine's a checkerboard. What am I doing here? There we go. Oh.
And mine is a
love
little Christmas tree.
So sweet.
And she hand burns these.
Burnt.
It's like, it's wood.
Yeah.
And she burns it in.
So cute. Almost. And there's mine. Yeah, that's lovely.
I know, it does not want to turn around.
It's shy. It's a little checkerboard. thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much.
And we did find out that it is May Day.
Yes. I said it
Which
wrong.
I think we said May Day, but we were like, May Day?
One of the options.
We didn't know for sure. Caroline May Day, Anomalous Mind, go.
On Etsy.
She had other bags that were fabric that she had purchased. Her hand-dyed bags, though, are, I mean, and they were cute. Don't get me wrong. They're all cute, but the hand-dyed were like, so special.
Unique.
They're so special.
And, I mean, and it's fabric, like, this fabric was printed with the circles, and
but then
Sallie's was printed with the chevron, but then she overdyes it. And it
with
just,
the colors.
And then it has the strap. I mean, it's so
really nice.
It's
really
very,
nice.
Very well made.
And I love a zippered bag. I'm sorry. I do.
I do too.
So, I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we have one for you guys.
Yay! Where's the stitch marker?
We actually have a little prize pack we're going to give away.
Here, I'm going to show her tag, because look how
I loved her tag. I loved the packaging. I love that. Look how cute that is.
It is so cute.
And
the stitch markers.
Yes, love that.
Silk bag.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to see y'all? This is what we picked out for you.
And I gotta tell you, this bag almost came home with me.
Allyn legit took like 15 minutes. Like, do I want this one? Or do I want this one? Do I want this one? It was bad.
Yeah.
That's okay. She finally chose that one, but it was not for lack of this one being not awesome, because it is. Okay, I love this.
Oh, I love
so
it.
Pretty.
Oh, maybe I made the wrong decision.
Too late. We already said it. It's so pretty.
I love how it's almost like two different bags, like reversible.
Yeah, it's really different.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that black. And it's got the same plain. It's white. I think mine's cream, and this one's like a bright white.
Mine's white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got her little stamp on there. It's exactly like ours. Just, I mean, everything. Oh, and then we also have other stuff too. Hold on. Sorry, I got a wicked itch. So we have a stitch progress keeper for you.
And again,
it was really hard to decide.
Could not decide.
I know. I kind of do really like that one too.
So it's a knit stitch.
Oh, it's so cute.
There you go.
There you go.
And again, hand burned by hand into wood.
Oh my gosh, I cannot imagine the hot mess if I tried to do that. Okay, and then we are adding a couple of things so that it's a prize pack. But these are both from Anomalous Mind, and we cannot thank her enough. That is so incredibly cool.
And she just graduated from design school, and she's trying to get her business going, and we are thrilled to support her.
I will be shopping.
Yes.
Yes.
Because these are great.
So from us, just to make it like a pack, a prize pack, we've got a one-of-a-kind, because these bags are one-of-a-kind.
Yep. And you are one-of-a-kind.
You are. You're a wool-slaying one-of-a-kind. And so it's a decal. You can put it on your car window, house window, face, whatever.
Stash bin.
Put it on your arm. Yeah, put it wherever. I haven't decided. I have one too, and I don't know where I'm going to put it. And then I have some yarn for you. It's all in like Chinese, so sorry.
Japanese.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's like a bulky. It's like it's that roving. It's like it's not plied at all.
Yeah.
It's thick and thin. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it feels really good.
Oh, it does.
I would totally wear a hat made out of that.
Love yarn.
Yeah, that's
there's some English words.
That's the only English
and Woolmark.
Yeah,
you're right. Literally everything else.
It's just
it doesn't
so pretty.
Even say gram.
And I just, it's just too perfect.
Right.
Like it's like the
that
same.
Is, right.
It's more matching to this side, but I don't know. It was just too perfect. I was like, okay, they can have that. Fine. So comment here on YouTube, please. And since this was a gift, we want to know, what do you like to gift to people? Like, what's your go-to? Doesn't have to be knitting. Like, I have a go-to gift that I buy for little boys' birthdays.
What's that?
Always, like, your boys might be no, they'd probably like it. And it might come off as a little cheap, but like, I feel like the impact, like, I don't spend a lot, but the impact is like the the kids love it.
Right.
So I buy like a pack of Hot Wheel cars.
Uh-huh.
And you can make that as fancy or as not fancy as you want. You can get one Hot Wheel car. You can get them like the 5-pack, whatever. Hot Wheels are pretty cheap. And then I get them that road tape.
Oh.
Have you seen it?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like a roll of duct tape, basically, but it's a highway. And I just give them that.
Oh,
and so
that's
it's
so
like $7,
perfect.
but like they love
Right.
it.
So getting to have your own tape when you're a kid is
and
amazing.
an actual road, like they,
Right.
and they can make it however they want, like because there's just so many little 5-year-old boys because of classmates, and you don't know that much about them all the time, but like it's my go-to.
Right.
So if you have a go-to, knitting or not, let us know.
Oh, that's great. I gotta think what my go-to is.
YouTube comments, like we're gonna draw from the comments.
Right.
So I mean, I guess you can just say like, you guys suck, and you'd be entered as well. Probably not gonna pick you. No,
if we do, draw again.
Yeah, the random number generator might have a glitch and not pick you. But we will number the comments and draw from those. And I would just ask in return for, obviously we want your amazing comments, but tell a friend about the podcast. We're still trying to grow our audience.
Tell a friend about the retreat.
Tell a friend about the podcast, about the retreat. Whatever.
Bring a friend to the retreat.
Oh, yeah. Because then you have a built-in roommate.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the giveaway, and I'm super excited. It's been like 3 whole podcasts, I know, since we had a giveaway, and I was kind of fiending a little bit. Like, I gotta give something away. And I think that's all I have.
That's all I have.
Okay. Oh, I did have one more trophy. Check this out.
Oh, is that the try-on thing?
It's try it on tubing. And I know that you can just like go to the hardware store.
I was just thinking, can I go to the hardware store?
You can, but like you have to buy so much of it.
Oh, you do?
That it actually was more expensive.
Oh.
Because you had to buy
like a 50-yard.
Yeah, and like, for $10, I'd rather buy this for $5. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because I don't want a mile of it.
Right.
And so I used it to try on, and plus I liked that they knew what needle size it fit, and I didn't have to like think about it.
Right.
Because she said in her listing, like, this is for sizes 2 to 8.
So is she just buying this from the hardware store and repackaging it?
Probably. Don't care.
That's really clever.
Bully for you, because it worked. Because I was like, I don't want a whole spool. Mm-hmm. And maybe there's places you can go and buy it by the foot, but I didn't find that place. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
And you slide it over your needles. I used it on my little bird. Oh, I'll put in a picture of me wearing it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So you slide it on like that. And then you can spread your knitting out, because like, I don't know about y'all, but
you can get the stitches on there.
I don't know about y'all, but this isn't fitting over my shoulders and breasts.
Right.
So I can't try it on the needle, and like, you can put it on waist yarn, but like, who wants to do that?
Right.
Not me.
Because this way you can just slide it.
Yeah, I didn't have to take it off
you
the
don't
needle.
have to pick it all up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it wasn't perfect. I did have to but I think it's because it's lace weight. Mm-hmm. It kind of so like if the tubing's here and I was trying to slide the stitches onto the tubing, it kind of got caught. Uh-huh. But it was totally doable.
I think any weight would get caught.
Lace weight for sure. Mm-hmm. But it was better than putting the whole thing on waist yarn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll put in a picture of me wearing it. Yeah. It fits really good. Seems to fit really good. So,
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll try it on again for length.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
We love you. Yep. This was super fun as usual. Mm-hmm. And anybody who has signed up for the retreat, thank you so much, and we cannot wait to hang out with you. Like I'm like, when is it gonna be May?
Right.
It's November, and I'm like, so like I'm
ready to hang out and knit.
Yes, like just a knitcation.
Right. Yes.
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 Sounds amazing, right?
I love it.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Bye, y'all. Don't forget to slay.
Bye. What do you want to sorry. Anyway, I know we were about to say goodbye, and I was like, oh wait, I have a thing.
Wait.
I bought something.
I can flip it. I can put it back in the front.
There you go.
Then
Yeah.
we'll
Put your
say
thing
goodbye.
down, flip it, and reverse it.
Right.
Because that's a current reference. Hello, 1995. Missy Elliott called. She said hi. I love her though. I really do. I don't care.
No.
She was awesome back in the day.
Isn't she still? Doesn't she still do stuff? I feel like I see her with. Isn't she feuding with Nicki Minaj or something?
Oh.
I don't know. I could be making this stuff
I wouldn't.
up. I am not the pop culture queen.
I don't know. I mean, Queen Latifah was in Chicago, and I haven't heard from her since then.
Oh, she was in that movie, the Girlfriends road trip movie, Las Vegas Girlfriends movie.
Oh, I missed that. I do like Queen Latifah.
I do too. I've kind of had a girl crush on her since she came out.
She's amazing.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and as a fellow curvy girl, I've always,
Right.
I've always loved her too. I'm like, yeah.
And like a strong.
Yes.
You know, yeah. Ever since the 80s, before it was cool to be a strong woman.
Yeah, I loved her in Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She was amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. Apparently we're talking about
Tangents.
curvy black rappers all of a sudden that we love. I love them. I can't help
Speaking
it.
of, how about LL Cool J? He's curvy.
Mm.
He's got muscles.
I love his face.
Really? What was that TV show he was on? Remember in the 80s he was in a TV show.
Mm.
And
I
I
remember him
loved that show and watched
I
it
don't
all the
remember.
time. I'm going to have to look that up.
I love LL Cool J.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's hot.
Yeah.
Don't care, I love it. That was a random tangent. I
I
never
know.
would have thought that LL Cool J would come up in this podcast.
I know. Should we leave it run? Well, we should say goodbye since we're into the bloopers part.
Don't forget to slay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
What, do you want to leave it running while you try it on your
Yeah, while we try to style
Yeah,
my...
sure. And we can see it. That way we can see how it looks. Missy Elliott.
I know.
So what's
Okay.
the title?
More nipples.
I can't do another
We
nipple.
can't stop the nipples.
No, we need to stop the
Okay,
nipples.
well, what about the knit's about to go down?
It's about to go down, or put your thing down, flip it and reverse it. Or precious with my Mojo. I do kind of like that.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good. Okay. Let's
Or
do
curvy
this.
black rappers.
Oh my
Let's get it back a
goodness.
little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see how this looks.
Here we go. We're gonna start. I mean, I could take this off. And you
But
gotta
then you're
see
styling
mine.
it over your tank top.
Yeah.
Let's see. I have no idea.
I know, right? Like
I feel like you want
you want the brioche to show, right? But otherwise, then it just looked like I had a giant bib on. See?
Well, this is how most of them do look, though. Oh, no. I think it's cute. I think this is the part that's throwing us off.
Right. Well, it's.
Well, I mean, I like them asymmetrical.
I do too. But then,
That's weird,
and so
though.
then I was like, here, let me take this off. Yeah, you do it on you, because you have a regular shirt on. And I'm cool with this, with the longer part hanging down. Cooler.
Let's see. Oh, come here.
See? But then this gets all crunched up, so you don't see the brioche as much. Which might just have to be.
Have you looked at what other people?
No, and I meant to do that. Let me pull that up. Because see, now
Other people more stylish than us?
it was more stylish than us.
Well, this is true. As I sit here, this is technically a workout top, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying. And this is like what I wear. I mean, I think I've worn athletic wear in the last 2 episodes.
It's true.
This is my life now.
Oh, yeah. See, tying it might help. I should see how she styles it.
It's definitely weird.
Okay.
I love it though.
So
Feels
she
great.
has it. It's like it
How the
goes
hell?
around a bunch of times around her neck. So this.
I don't even know how.
I know, right? So it has to be this right here up. But then there's so much of that.
Yeah.
So maybe it's this.
She only has one tail showing.
Right.
Maybe that's not like realistically, if she was to walk around, like maybe it wouldn't realistically stay like that.
Maybe.
Where's your tail?
Yeah, it's definitely this point in the front. And it's possible hers is bigger, like
True.
more elongated. Because see, her point down there is more pointy than mine.
I think that's as closest that you've.
Uh-huh.
Because she has stripes. I like how she has the stripes around her neck.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Yeah, you can see the stripes. Then you see the brioche and the stripes.
It's kind of blending in with my shirt, the gray.
Oh, it is. Because that's that one. Maybe hers is just pointed.
I don't know. Sometimes they style them for pictures in a way that's not realistic to actually wear in real life.
Right. Because that has it all off to the side. Because that's the other thing. I was like, well, maybe I wear the majority of it on the side.
That's pretty cute, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think most shawls look like bibs.
True.
Just saying.
Yeah. Okay, let me take a picture of you. You might be.
I love looking at it.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Right. I think it's more interesting to look at than
I just
to
like
wear.
looking at it, yeah.
So it might, if I had my own room,
Yeah.
I would drape it over my headboard or something.
Yeah.
To be able to see the brioche and the stripe.
Could almost be one of those that you wear like on your head.
Oh, right. This up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should take a picture of this too. Wait, come back.
Oh, you like that? I was just being silly. Because I'm so virginal.
Right.
I think I look badass. Just saying. And you can just pin it right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this to New York with me. And just walk.
Right.
Do the dead-eyed supermodel. Daring anyone to say you look ridiculous.